So you have something that's in you and you've been creating probably, but you're probably wondering, how can I distribute more? How can I get in front of more people? Now, I'm gonna give you two ways you could think about this. Sorry about that. I'm gonna give you two ways you could think about this. Is that the first way is that, all right, I have a phone, I have a camera phone, and I can get out here and start creating content. And in a day, I can structure a whole bunch of pieces of content. And I can just do a whole bunch of short form and call it a day. Or you could do this method. Let's say you don't have a budget. We're gonna go both ways. Let's say you do have a budget for ads. Let's say you don't have a budget for ads. I'm gonna break down the budget for ads. If you don't have a budget for ads right now, I'm gonna break that down. So let's say you don't have a budget for ads, but you still wanna create a lot of content that can get seen by a lot of people. You have to understand the perspective of value and how you're giving this value out. So let's say you wake up in the morning, you start your day, and let's say that now you want to start, your day has started around, 7 a.m. or something like that. You done did your little work, but this is your day. This is your marketing. This is your content day where you got to push out content for your company. The better you get at understanding the authentic you is truly what people want to see, wherever you are in your business, wherever you're at. And what I mean by that is like, wherever and however you show up, people will listen when it's the most authentic you. And I am not gonna lie, it's one of the hardest things to do because a lot of our minds have this perceived connotation to want to do the best things and like be very, very high end and quality. Yeah, you see a lot of quality videos on my page, but you best believe that this is one of the things that I love to do. That's why I do it for a lot of clients. I've been doing this for 15 years. I made a crazy amount of money on it. I've helped a lot of companies scale, and I want you to scale too. So that's why I'm giving you this information. First of all, it has to start with really your story. In a lot of my videos, you'll hear this. In a lot of my videos, you'll hear this same things. I say story, 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 story. The reason why I say story so much is because your story has different perspectives and avenues you can take on telling it. And you're telling the same thing. A lot of your big creators that you watch, they say this. They say the same thing over and over and over again, but they tell you in different ways that you don't even see. You just listening to something and you just listen to it being regurgitated over and over, and you just keep dialing into the same piece of content. The context in the content can be said multiple ways, but you got to know how to communicate it. You got to know how to communicate it. So I'm going to tell you a story right now on one of the clients that I'm actually doing this with right now as we speak. And what I mean by speak is like, I've been working with this client. He's paid me so far right now around $2,500. It's like a consulting package. But he has a brand in real estate. He loves speaking on stages. He's killing it in the game when it comes to that. But he wants to get out there and post more. And the one things that he's having I guess a big problem with is like distribution and how he wants to get seen more. Now, the thing about getting seen more is that you have to get seen more by the right people. Because if we understand that the platform is created based off of interest-based content, and we know that only, 9% to 10% of our followers see our content, what does that tell us? Is that when we talk about who we are and we talk about stuff that's actually engaging the audience, that's going to do one thing for us. That's going to get the right eyes on us based off of the words that are coming out of our mouth. So what I want you to do is I want you to start thinking about when you have a whole day to yourself to make content, Think about when you get up in the morning, and I don't care if you're freaking brushing your teeth. If you're brushing your teeth, and you don't got to do this if you don't want to, but if you're brushing your teeth and you feel like you want to make a piece of content because you thought of an idea right then and there, do it. If you're cooking eggs and you got your suit and tie on and you finna head out, and after you eat, you finna head out, and you want to start making a piece of content right then and there, do it. What you need to start doing is executing more on the ideas that you're creating. And the reason why I say that is because think about every part of that one day that you chose that to do the content. The biggest part you must understand too is that you are the content. Now, if you want to look up topics, there's nothing wrong with that. But I guarantee you that you can talk for at least 10 minutes on your ideal, your ideal service for what you do for your clients, or the product that you have that you're selling. If you can't do that, which I guarantee you can, what I want you to do is, if you can't do that, what I want you to do is I want you to go on Reddit and look up your business. Look up your business on Reddit and look through the conversations. This is one of the key things that I still do to this day. Look through the conversations on Reddit about your business and go up and change the settings to like the most, I think it's the most recent conversations or the most newest ones. And what you do is you flow through the conversation, scroll, and you find one of them that has the most engagement. Once you find it, you read through what the conversation was about, but then you look at the engagement and you look through the comment section. We're gonna make comments on the comments. We're gonna make videos on the comments about what people are talking about. Now you have your ideas. Now you can, let's say if one of the comment sections has over like 33 perspectives on one post on Reddit, you can then take that link from Reddit, give it to ChatGPT or Claude, tell it to scrub through all of these and give me every topic that these people were saying in the comments. And don't say, oh, it's not good, ChatGPT is not gonna read it. Take a snapshot of every freaking comment and then feed it to it. I don't want to hear you can't do nothing. Today you can do almost everything from the tip of your fingers. Then I want you to get all of these topics, and then I don't want you to sit here. I want you to real deal just turn on the camera and give your ideal perception on what you think about what they're talking about. Now, when you do this, do it in a way that you are talking directly to your ideal client. So for me, let's say if we go on Reddit and somebody was talking about how Andromeda, which is the AI on the back end of Meta, like right now they want you to, and this is me real deal in character. Right now they want you to post a lot. And what I mean by post a lot is like they want you to actually feed Andromeda more data for ads. So we run ads for people, and we like in one campaign you can see anywhere from 20 to 30 different 30 different ad creatives. So in one campaign you can see between 20 to 30 different ad creatives. Now, why? The reason why you can do this, the reason why I want you to do this is because they have so many data points and so much measuring that they do when it comes to learning human beings on how they react on content to get in front of the right eyes so that you're spending these ad dollars with them so your ideal clients can buy something from you. If you just look this up, they have so much data on you. See how I broke that down and I got into telling my way of how I think about Andromeda? You can do the same thing. You know your industry and you know what these people are talking about. And if it's something new that you see on Reddit that you don't know your industry is about, this is the perfect time to get in front of the camera to start talking about it, because technically it's not that it's trending, it's that it's a conversation that'll be worthwhile having, and also putting you in the light as an authoritative figure, because I guarantee your ideal clients don't know, they haven't even discovered or haven't even thought of what you're going to be speaking about. Just like most of my clients, they don't even know what a dramina is. So I have to educate them on a dramina. I'm studying this stuff. I love what I do. If you love what you do, you're more than likely studying it a lot. And then the more you study it, it's gonna put you, you're gonna be ahead of the curve. And that's what business owners love. They love to hear you, and just be honest, yap. And they're gonna fall in love with understanding, like, yo, this is the guy I need. I'm not gonna go with nobody else. It's just like when you first get a haircut. They're gonna keep going back to you. And that's what I've learned over time, is that in making a day, like right now, I'm only gonna be here probably for a good hour. I've gotten to the point where I can make good content like that. Obviously, I do this a lot, but for you as a business owner, that's why I said in the beginning of this, is like, okay, you got a day to put aside, you can make 90 pieces of marketing content. I guarantee it. That could be one long form cut up into multiple, and you can have 6, 7 different long forms, and that's a lot of content. Or that can be you going on Reddit and looking at different perspectives of people having a conversation, and you getting a lot of content off that, and do that multiple times. Take breaks in between, give yourself some breaks so you can have some brain capacity so you don't get brain fog. Or you can do this. You can just ask ChatGPT to research topics based off of what's happening in your industry right now, and look up on the news stuff that might be happening in your industry. You can do that. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. You can even break down your sales processes. You can even break down how you service clients. You can even break down how you do certain things in your business that you don't do between other companies. And you can say that in different ways and different perspectives. Now, once you start making all this content, ask yourself this. If I start posting all of this, and I start getting people to see me more, but I don't see the leads coming in, what might be the reason for that? That might be the way you're talking. That might be how you're structuring your offers. That also might be how you're leading people in your ecosystem. And what that can be the front end and the back end systems. That might be that, the journey. If you need help with any of that, but you're seeing the numbers of awareness, you're talking to more people, I guarantee you're going to see more. People are going to see you more. Your numbers will go up if you post more. But we want people to move. And what I mean by that is take action on what you have to offer. And I'm not saying that's going to be an easy process. What I am saying is that through this process of you creating content and you consistently doing it and being disciplined with yourself, you will see numbers move and go up. But what you won't see sometimes is leads come in. So that might be a more dialing in of the structure on how you're telling certain things. And that's where we can help you. If you need help with that, check out the link below. I got a lot of PDFs that can help you out with that. And I also have, if you want to meet me and you want to dial in together, and let's get on a Zoom call. Let's dial it in so I can help you out. But I thank you for watching this. It is over my time now. I will see you on the other side. And remember, you're doing this for a reason, not a season. I'll tell you. I'll show you on the other episode. Click the other episode.